Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to solve the question number 8, paper 31, June 2022. It's June paper 33. At time t days after the start of the observation, the number of insects in the population is n. The variation in the number of insects is multiplied by differential equation, where is dn by dt is equal to. We'll start with the differential equation. dn by dt is equal to k n to the power of 3 over 2. Cosine 0.02t. First, we'll start to split the coefficients, split the variables n with n and t with t. dn is equal k n to the power of 3 over 2 cosine 0.02t multiplied by dt. Remove n to the other side, 1 over n to the power of 3 over 2 dn is equal to k cosine 0.02t into dt. Now we'll start to integrate both sides. Integrate both sides. Integrate both sides. So n to the power of negative 3 over 2 dn is equal to k integrate cosine 0.02t by dt. Then start now to integrate. We add 1. When you add 1, will be negative half divided by the new power. Add 1 divided by new power is equal to k. To integrate of cosine will be sine 1 over a, which is 0.02, sine 0.02t plus c. You can simplify. Your answer will be negative 2 n to the power of negative half is equal to 0.02 will be 100 divided by 2 is 50k sine 0.02t plus c. There is information given. You can find the values of k and c, whereas k is constant and n is continuous variable. It's given that when t equals 0, n equals 100, solve the differential equation obtaining a relation between n, k, and t. Now we'll start to substitute t0 and 100. Minus 2 over n power half, we can write it as square root of n is equal to 50k into sine 0.02t plus c. Now we'll start to substitute the values of n is 100 minus 2 over square root of 100 is 10 is equal 50k multiplied by sine 0. Sine 0 is 0 plus c, so c equals to fifths, negative fifths. C equals negative 1 over 5 or negative 0.2. So the final answer is negative 2 over root n is equal to 50k multiplied by sine 0.02t minus 1 over 5. This is the final answer. It's not written. Find the n as a subject, so you can keep it as it is. Given that n is equal to, now substitute by n, negative 2 divided by square root of 625, which is 25, is equal to 50k multiplied by sine 0.02 times t, which is 50, minus 1 over 5. Simplify. Minus 2 over 625 square root will be 25 is equal to 50k multiplied by sine. When you simplify 0.2, it's 2 over 100 multiplied by 50 cancelled, so the answer will be 1 sine 1 minus 1 over 5. So sine 1 in red will be sine, it's negative, give also the value, find the value of k. Now if you simplify, negative 2 over 25, negative 2 over 25, move to the other side, will be plus 1 over 5 is equal to 50k sine 1. Red, you have to use it in red system. So the angle unit is red. So now sine 1 is equal to 0.8, or you can keep it exact if you ask it to get exact. So k is equal to minus 2 over 25 plus 1 over 5 is equal to 3 over 25 is equal to 50k multiplied by sine 1. If he asked to get the exact value of k, just write k is 3 over 25, all divided by 50 sine 1. Or we'll write it as decimal, will be fraction 3 over 25 divided by 50 times sine 1. So the answer will be 0.002852. This is the final answer for the value of k. In an expression for n in terms of t, back to this equation, negative 2 over root n, negative 2 over root n is equal to 50k, so 50 times k, which is 0.0028, or we can write it exact like 3. We'll write it 3 over 25 times 50 times sine 1. This is the exact value. 50k sine 0.02 sine 0.02t 0.0t plus c, which is negative 0.2, negative 0.2. Now, to simplify and get n as a subject, we can get like this, minus 2 over root n is equal, if you simplify this part, will be 50 times, we'll simplify it and keep it exact, 50 times 3 divided by 25 times 50, 25 times 50. This fraction will be 3 over 25 multiplied by sine 1. Multiplied by sine 1. Sine 0.02t minus 0.2. Reciprocal of each to get root n over minus 2 is equal 1 over 3 over 25 sine 1 multiplied by sine 0.02t minus 0.2. Then multiply by negative 2, multiply by negative 2 both, multiply by negative 2. then squaring both sides to be power of 2. Now this is in terms of t. N in terms of t. Find the greatest value of n predicted by this model. The greatest value for this model, if you look at the denominator after squaring both sides, look at this part. The greatest value for this part, when you simplify, the greatest value of sine 0.02t, if this happens when the whole part is equal to 1. So the maximum value and the minimum value for 1. As we know, sine x between -1 and +1. So when we divide to get the maximum value, take the minimum value of the denominator. The minimum value which represents -1 and the maximum value will represent 1. So when you divide, this value is constant. When you square it, it will be 4. So 4 divided by. This part, if you take sine as a negative and square it, will be positive. So I will write this part 2 fraction 2 divided by 3/25, 3 divided by 25 multiplied by sine 1, then multiplied by 1. We can cancel minus 0.2 is equal, then square power 2. So the answer will be 4. When we square this part, it's -2, -2 divided by fraction 3/25 multiplied by sine 1 multiplied by 1 minus 0.2 equal, square it, equal 407. When we simplify this part, I tried to keep it exact, will be 3/1250 sine 1 multiplied by sine 0.02. So when we simplify, will be 3/1250 sine 1. To get the maximum value or minimum value included sine and cosine. For this part, there is a range between -1 and +1. So this is the minimum and this is the maximum. When we divide two fractions, if there is a numerator and a denominator and the limits of accuracy, to get the maximum, we use numerator maximum and this is minimum. So, but the constant -2 is constant, so I need this value to be minimum. To get the denominator to be minimum, we'll use this part to be maximum. So the maximum value is 0.0228 will be 1. We'll calculate this part, then divide. Fraction 3 divided by 1250 multiplied by sine 1, then minus 0.2. So the answer will be negative. I will start from this part. 350 times 3 divided by 25 multiplied by 50 multiplied by sine 1 is equal to 0.14. can remove this part. Zero 0.142607. It's minus 0.2. Minus 0.2. So the answer 0. This part negative 0.05739. Fraction minus 2 divided by the denominator is equal to 34.84. Square it. So the final answer will be 1214.36. This is the maximum value we can reach. Thank you.